Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Aquarius. We've got to start us off today the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Entrapment card. So, because we've got somebody who's likely not doing so great when it comes to coin or finances, and pairing that with the money, heartstrings, strings, or entrapment, it feels to me like there's a situation where somebody is a bit of a money hungry kind of user type. So um, let's call in spirit first, and then we'll dig in a little bit more for you. All right. I'm always nervous I'm going to make that too loud for you guys. Let's see. I think actually we'll start with the Egyptian Tarot. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy Monday. Let's see. What do we have? Interesting. Moon in the reverse and the sun in the upright. You guys, this is interesting. Hello there, Miss Christina. So, honestly, this looks like somebody who is trying to control public perception of themselves and trying to wear a little bit of a mask or hide their willingness to, use others to their own gain. But whatever this person has been trying to hide about themselves, they may even just been wanting to like not let other people know that they had lost a lot of money, or maybe that they were not doing as well as everyone had previously thought. But this information is coming out. There is something here about people being enlightened or seeing exactly who this person is. But I love having the moon and the sun come out together regardless, but to have one in the upright and one in the reverse is even more of a stark comparison, right? Where was the one that flipped over? Okay. So now we have the King of Pentacles in the upright, which is interesting. This feels to me like a different individual, maybe somebody that this other person was kind of comparing themselves to. So a little bit of the, keeping up with the Joneses kind of situation where somebody wanted to look like they were as successful or doing as well as somebody else was. And with the Five of Swords, this could have been a situation where somebody wanted to make it seem as if they were the better choice in a relationship or a business situation. Because this Five of Swords makes me feel like somebody was trying to create conflict or trying to ruin somebody's chances. So it feels like this King of Pentacles is the person that was kind of sabotaged or maybe gossiped about, and this King of Pentacles in the reverse is the one who's struggling with the idea that somebody else is actually doing quite well from a financial perspective, right? We have the Knave of Chalices or Page of Cups. I feel like this is coming across more so as somebody being kind of naive or immature, not really understanding how things work. And by contrast, another individual here seems to have figured out how to control the beast, right? Or, I don't know, kill the dragon. There's something here about someone doing well even under difficult circumstances, and another person being a little bit, this comes across to me as like somebody who doesn't feel like they need to ask for help or ask for, guidance. Is this the right way to do this? Maybe they submitted their taxes and did it wrong because they didn't want to pay someone. That's just one example, right? Somebody who is not willing to look at the situation differently and now is struggling from a financial perspective. We're going to get a little bit more information from the Meta Muse. Wow. Somebody is heartbroken because this feels a little bit more like a romantic relationship, but take it how it resonates. It still could be a business relationship for you. But because we have cups and then the three of swords, which is about heartbreak, this feels like somebody realizing that whatever this previous situation or connection was that was, you know, hurting someone, they realize now they don't need to deal with this anymore and they're moving forward. So this could be a situation where somebody was in a relationship with somebody that was doing better than them financially. They didn't know if they could end that relationship because they would need to effectively take care of themselves, but they are shocking people by being able to do quite well on their own, without having, assistance. So I feel like this is irritating the person that was being a little bit money hungry, or maybe the person that was used to getting money from this King of Pentacles is pissed off that they haven't been able to cause any issues, get them fired from their job, find a way to lose them that promotion, whatever it was. Someone has not been able to affect this King of Pentacles success. Six of Cups in the reverse. This feels like somebody letting go of an outdated view of how you need to live your life, or letting go of a connection or a relationship that was kind of forged when you were a little bit young, right? Like teenagers, a little bit innocent, right? Realizing that that needed to end because it wasn't right. Somebody was not honoring that connection or that relationship. Because we have Six of Cups, death, and justice in the reverse. Somebody was being dishonorable in this connection, and that's why the person who changed realized they need to walk away from the situation. I see things from a clearer perspective now, and I know that this is making my life harder, so I'm going to choose a new path. Let's see. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Someone is not letting the desires or influences of those around them. Hello there, pirate. How are you doing? Well, the sunshine is a good place to be. And, we did already have the sun card come out. So with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, there could be somebody here that's been selfish, or somebody who has realized that if they don't act in their own best behavior, they're going to lose something that's important to them. Because this is strength being clarified. Somebody realizes they are distancing themselves from what they truly want by staying stagnant and doing, the same thing, right? Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands in the reverse, and Nine of Swords. Actually, I think it's supposed to be this way. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is obviously tied to earth signs, but this could be more about somebody that is reliable, responsible. This is the kind of person that would always let you know if they're going to be late for work, always want to help you if you were struggling. Maybe you couldn't, buy food, so they wanted to make you some food. This is a reliable, successful feminine energy. And with the King of Wands in the reverse coming out next to it, I feel like this is either 2 and 1. So take it how it resonates. This could be somebody who has a reputation for being reliable or successful, turning into a bully. This could be somebody who lost financial stability and didn't want to be honest about it, For others of you, this King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who has decided they no longer want to be in a relationship with this Queen of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and this is about finding hope. Finding help and believing that there's a way out of whatever has been struggling or making somebody feel like they're struggling or even causing a little bit of anxiety or nervousness, right? I'm so glad your day is better now, Pirate. Five of Wands and Prince of Swords. So the Prince of Swords would be like the Knight of Swords, and you can tell this one is gearing up or already taking action towards something that they consider to be an injustice. With the Five of Wands, this could be talking about competition or some sort of conflict that they have. But you know what? You see, it's all the same person. I think somebody realized they needed to end something, realized they needed to change their life, and that things were going down the wrong path for them. They figured out what could potentially get them back on track. They have the strength to do it. But I think there's a little bit of hesitation or back and forth, not really feeling like fully committed because there is some sort of fear. And then we move into the Prince of Swords or the Knight of Swords. So somebody was really struggling. What do I do? How do I fix this? How do I get out of this situation? And then they made a decision to take some action. Judgment coming out sideways. This feels to me like somebody has taken action, but there's still something unresolved, something that hasn't fully been, fleshed out or baked yet. So this could be somebody who has left one unhappy relationship, realized that it was really just like a marriage of convenience, or people that were like a little bit heartless, like we're roommates, we don't actually love each other kind of thing. They may have taken action on that situation, but they still need to do something here in terms of what makes them happier, what rights the situation, what gets them to where this Nine of Cups turns back into the upright. All right, we're going to grab a couple from the Tattoo Tarot. See for Aquarius. Nine of Cups in the upright, like right after I was saying that's what we need to do. Knuckle crap, please. You're too funny, Pirate. All right, hold on, Can I get the shoulder? No, can't get it. Sorry, Pirate. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. This feels like somebody acknowledging that what they thought was like the best situation for them, like they've had a change in perspective. Now I want a relationship that offers a true spiritual connection or a true understanding in terms of like we have the same religion, we have the same lifestyle. There's an acknowledgement here that somebody went the wrong way and stayed in that situation for too long. And we have the Four of Cups in the upright after the Four of Cups in the reverse up here. So this feels to me like one person is choosing happiness and one person is being bitter or being like they're really focused on what they're losing instead of realizing there are things that they can do to improve upon their life. This feels to me like a little bit of a drama queen or somebody that really likes to get attention when they're having a, well, someone who really likes to get attention. We can leave it right there. Five of Swords. Now we have that already up here, you guys. So this is a repeat. And I really like this depiction of the Five of Swords. I don't know if you can see the figures nice and clear there, but we've got one that's kind of like sliding off the side and one at the top that's going through that doorway. And another one that's crying. This feels to me like somebody doing some kind of social manipulation or emotional manipulation and thinking they would get one outcome, but really getting another. Somebody maybe wanted to have that financial stability in a relationship without really being fully open with that person. Maybe they knew that this partner of theirs was interested in somebody else. And even though they weren't happy in the relationship, they weren't willing to give this up or end the relationship. And I feel like now we're dealing with a situation where somebody is saying, you ruined what we have by going to such extremes. And now what seemed like something I could tolerate is no longer something that I think I can tolerate. I need to find a situation that makes more sense for me and doesn't result in my questioning whether or not I can trust the person that I live with or trust the person that I care about. And then with the, ooh. So we have Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Wands in the reverse, and Page of Cups. This is like, I don't want to have another try here. I don't want to, for the 77th time, try to resolve the situation. I don't have time to try to make this work again, because with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, this is like saying, you want to pretend like we can fix this, but you have no plans. This person who wants to keep a relationship that doesn't actually benefit probably either of them, they're saying, no, 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 we should fight for this. We should like keep, doing stuff, but they don't have a plan. They don't actually want to change. They just want to keep things as they are right now. And if you ask me, my vision of hell is not being able to change, not being able, like being stuck, right? And with the Page of Cups, this is somebody who feels like maybe if I apologize, everything will be fine. Maybe they haven't fully decided to leave me yet. But this is that idea of doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results, which, definition of insanity, right? All right, we're going to get some Kipper on the matter. Oh, really? We have high honor and unexpected income. This is this King of Pentacles here that has continued to do well despite being under pressure or feeling like there wasn't a lot of support or connection. Then we have courtship in the reverse. This is pretty obvious to me in terms of somebody making the right decision for their own life, having some sort of financial benefit or reward for doing the right thing, which for many of you is leaving a relationship that might be a little bit more stability or, financially based than love based. We have official person in the reverse. This is giving me vibes of somebody who knows that Even when situations are difficult or tense, they want to act in their high vibration. They want to be kind regardless of who they're dealing with. So this feels like somebody who wants to approach this ending with respect. And I suspect we're going to find out the other person doesn't want to. We have the mature woman and wealthy man. For some of you, there is a new partner that shows up on the scene pretty soon after you walk away from a relationship that isn't serving you anymore. You are either going to be encountering somebody that is particularly mature and puts, a lot of people to shame, or this is somebody who, after you've dealt with people that don't know how to, manage their finances, you encounter somebody that does know how to manage their finances more on your level in a lot of different ways, right? This could, for some of you, also be with this courtship in the reverse being clarified here. This could be someone from your past that you wanted to be in a relationship with, but you didn't, like it didn't line up, right? Maybe they were in a relationship and then they got single and you were in a relationship. Maybe there were just, long distance issues. There's something, I think, bringing two people together after the end of this relationship. We have foe in the reverse, sweetheart, and priest. So there could have been a separation or an argument here. And I feel like this is somebody who wants to have a conversation about their spiritual journey and that they now understand something better than they did in the past. Somebody may have been too quick to judge a person or a situation and ended up feeling like they lost out on somebody that would have been a really good friend or partner. We have young woman and messenger. Yeah, I feel like this is communication happening between two people that haven't really been able to, go on that date that they wanted to go on or actually be in a committed relationship. This is like two ships passing in the night kind of thing. I feel like they met when they were much younger and that there has been a flame carried all of this time. And now that there's a relationship ending, this person wants to reach out and I think get a reunion. When we get back to the tarot, we may see the Three of Cups, which means reunion. We have service. You may have worked together. You may have bought something, or they may have bought something from you. You may have traveled together, like struck up a conversation with somebody on the plane and you felt like you were best friends, something like that. But there is a positive emotion here, a loving emotion towards someone that I think there's an excitement here to finally be able to communicate this to somebody that I believe, have not been able to communicate with. We're going to use the Tarot de la Nuit. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Justice in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of like those first two cards we have, right? There is an unequal give and take here, or a partnership that really only benefits one person, not the other, and it's an injustice. So there has been some sort of divine intervention here, or some sort of inspiration given to somebody to choose a better path, one that makes them happier. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse again. We had that right here. And the Seven of Swords. This looks to me like somebody wanting to hold on to a situation that doesn't really have a lot of steam left and trying to be a little bit dishonest with the Seven of Swords here in terms of what they're willing to do to salvage the situation. So I think the most obvious example there would be somebody saying, fine, fine, do you want to go to therapy or counseling? I will do it now. And they have no plans to actually follow through with that. Fool in the reverse, Five of Pentacles. This is foolish for this person to have, approached the situation without really believing somebody would choose to, reinforce their boundaries or maybe even extend their boundaries. Because we have somebody here who is going to be left out in the cold or already has been. If they already have been, they're not going to get an invitation to come back in because there's something disingenuous or not honorable about this person that the honorable person can smell a mile away. We got the Page of Cups again. And the Five of Wands, another five. So you may be seeing a lot of fives or obviously going through a bit of a transitional period. But this is somebody who is not wanting to apologize for how they've argued or not wanting to apologize for how they've tried to make someone jealous or feel like they're the problem. This is emotional manipulation. This is somebody who feels like they can control other people or control the situation, control the narrative. They don't want to give up any power. All right. Lastly, we'll grab some from the OG, the mini, or the Rider-Waite. Page of Pentacles in the reverse and Knight of Wands in the reverse. Same combo as this. Yeah, there's definitely some heartbreak here that somebody has realized isn't something that can be healed, right? Somebody realizes this is not a relationship or a connection I can continue to move forward. It's not defensible, or somebody has been overly defensive. Two of Cups in the reverse, that's a breakup. Tell me about the Judgment. Queen of Wands. Page of Swords in the reverse. So we may have had somebody going through some legal issues. With the Queen of Wands energy, this would be somebody that has been through a lot, has a relatively magnetic personality, and is probably pretty attractive in terms of attracting new suitors. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse again. This is boredom or not being, particularly excited about investing in a past situation, wanting to move forward, wanting to choose happiness. Which we also have the Moon and the Sun combo. So remember that, I think, is somebody seeing somebody else for who they truly are, but could also represent somebody realizing that it's folly to stay in the current situation. They need to choose their own happiness. And I think their partner or the person who's been left is realizing that they overestimated their own ability to control the situation. They had assumed they had won before, the battle had even been fought. And now this person that they've been dealing with is already pretty far along in terms of healing their heartbreak from this relationship. Tell me about the Page of Cups, please. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Chariot in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. Holy buckets. All right, so this person who is trying to manipulate others, is going through pretty significant financial loss. They're not able to move forward or make a change. They may want to sell a house that they're not able to sell, or they may want to move to a different job but not have the ability to actually complete the move. Then we have the King of Cups in the reverse. This is contributing to somebody being overly moody, overly antagonistic, or, seeking out an argument. So I feel like somebody is making a difficult situation worse than it needs to be. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will probably see you in a few hours.